Gregson, who is the senior lecturer in the Department of Marketing and is the course leader for the BA Honors International Business Management course. Professor Gregson has 25 years of experience working in further and higher education. Prior to this teaching assignment, he has worked in management roles in a number of hospitality businesses within the UK and has also spent almost 1.5 years working with major hotel global brands in Netherlands. Interestingly, he's also carried out extensive research in the field of sports science. We welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And we also have on the panel with us Mr. Chris Crabot, who is the College International Manager. He's responsible for implementing the international strategy for the College of Business, Law and Social Sciences, and also for directing its international operations. He joined the Nottingham Trent University in 2012 after working for similar positions in France. He's had extensive experience in France, and his research area is in the field of internationalization of higher education. We welcome you, Mr. Chris.
Yes, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon.
And we have Ms. Vidhi with us, who is the Senior Global Partnership Manager for South Asia, Southeast Asia, and Australia. She has been constantly in touch with me. Ms. Vidhi had joined Nottingham Trent University in 2017. Prior to this, she has worked with many agencies of the Australian government, and she has been instrumental in creating this articulation progression agreement between our two universities. She holds a Master of Management Science and Information System, a postgraduate diploma in Management Science and Information System, and Bachelor of Science in Molecular Biology from the University of Auckland, New Zealand. We will also be joined soon. I do hope that Ms. Kiran has joined us, but we will be joined by one student, Ms. Kiran, who is currently studying in Nottingham Trent University. So we welcome you, Ms. Vidhi, to the panel. From our side, we have a cross mix of participants, few from the higher education field, currently students who are second year and first year students undergoing the international business program in our business school in the university. We also have faculty members from the university. We also have teachers and principals from our schools. And we also have students who are from 11th and 12th standard in various schools in different cities in India. I would like to just apprise the participants that today's focus of the panel discussion is regarding the progression arrangement which we have with Nottingham Trent University for their BA Honors International Business and Management program. So I will request the participants to focus their questions only to the subject that the panel is discussing today. I would also request all the participants that since the number of participants is going to be slightly more, kindly refrain from using the chat box. Please ask your question answers after the session is over. The team from Nottingham Trent University will provide you all an overview of their university and then will explain in detail the program that has been created between Manav Rachna University and Nottingham Business School. Once again, I welcome the panelists, and now for further proceedings of the session, I will hand you over to the panel. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Girish.
Thank you.
Just before we start, I would like to remind you that this session will be recorded, and if you can't attend the session today, of course, you'll be able to access the information after this live session. So as Girish mentioned, I've got a few of my colleagues with me today to give you a well-rounded, presentation of the opportunities we have between your university and Nottingham Trent University in the UK. So we have from the international team from NTU Global, Vidi, and Vidi will be answering your questions after the session. And we have also Ian, who will be telling you more really detailed information about the progression arrangements. So it will be a 2+1 model. You will be able to come to NTU in your final year. And then hopefully we'll be also joined by Kieran, who's currently in the last year of the International Business program, undergraduate program at the university, and she'll be giving you her student perspective on her experience at NTU. Okay, so before I give you a bit more information about the university, often it's good to understand why, trying to study abroad, is very important. And, you'll all be graduating with amazing degrees in business, probably. But then at the end, when you join that first interview panel for your first job, the first thing that will make a difference between the different colleagues waiting for that dream job will be your experiences and what you'll have accomplished outside your regular studies. And showing a panel of interviewers that you've been overseas, you've shown adaptability, resilience. These are soft skills which are very crucial for you to get an amazing job to start with. And in the current situation with the COVID, these qualities, when it comes to being resilient or super adaptable, are crucial. So I would like to now show you a few things about NTU and where we are in the UK. So I will share my screen, and if you can't see it, just do let me know, okay? Just bear with me for a quick moment. There you go, and I'll move on to, I guess you can all see my screen now, okay? So the building that you see here is the Arkwright building. This is the oldest building at the university. And for a little side story, this is where silicon was pretty much invented, okay? And the big white tall building you see in the background is the business school. So a few things about awards and different rankings. The university has been lucky enough to get for 3 years in a row the title of University of the Year. So you'll see in 17, 18, and 19. And this is all to do with the amount of support we have in place for our students to succeed. Not only to succeed in terms of their academic performance, but also to succeed in the job market, okay? So you can be reassured that when you come and study at NTU, you'll be in good hands to make sure that you have a brilliant future ahead of you. So in terms of more now specific rankings, currently in the UK, if we look at the Guardian newspaper, we're in the 12th position, and there are about 120 universities in the UK. So that gives you a good indication of the status of NTU. And you've got other rankings from other newspapers highlighting different strengths of NTU. And the 12th position was the highest ranking ever, and this is going to continue to go in that direction, and we expect to have even a better ranking next year. Another really element that you should take into consideration when obviously you choose where you want to study in the UK is the recommendation factor. And 90%, over 90% of our students would recommend their peers to study with us. And The satisfaction of our students is also very, very important. It's also one of the highest in the UK. Okay, and something also quite important for you to consider when you go through assessments is the importance of the quality of the feedback you receive to improve your performance. And this is something that students are very satisfied with at NTU. Now, a few things about Nottingham. So you must all be wondering where Nottingham is in the UK. So I can see the pink dot on the map. We are about an hour to an hour and a half away from London, and you can see other major cities around us, such as Birmingham or Manchester. All of these cities are within 2 hours away from Nottingham. And when you fly from India to the UK, you can choose from different airports, London, Birmingham. If you could all put your microphones on mute, that'd be great. Thank you very much. And so Nottingham is a central city in the UK, and easy access by car, train from pretty much all over the place. So it's a great way to explore the UK when studying in the UK. And Nottingham is famous for a few things. As you can see, the first picture is Robin Hood, who still is hiding in the Sherwood Forest north of Nottingham. And the beautiful castle next to this picture is Bulletin Hall, or if some of you have watched Batman, this is where the latest episode was shot, Drayton Manor. And famous brands like Portsmouth, football with the football club Nottingham Forest, and you know, all these are for you to discover when you come to us. A few more things about as well, obviously what is important to you as students is the quality of our teaching. And for this, the university has been given the Gold Award in the teaching. So this gives you a guarantee of you know, what we teach is of top standards. So the city has 4 campuses, and when you come to us to study business, you'll be at the city campus, but we'll also be sharing the premises with a series of schools like art and design, architecture, law school, the social sciences, broadcast journalism, and the Nottingham Language Centre. The Clifton Campus is more dedicated to science and technology, with a few elements of arts and humanities and education. And the building that you see here, called the Pavilion, is, I think, one of its kind in the UK, as being one of the very few carbon negative buildings. So it means that we produce more energy than we consume. And sustainable development and being green is of utmost importance to NTU, and you'll find this focus also present throughout your teaching at NTU. This is the 3rd campus, so Brackenhurst. This is a rural campus outside Nottingham, where we teach our animal environmental studies courses. And finally, our creative industry campus, Confetti, which is also in the city centre. And we've got some music venues for you to enjoy. And if you are musicians, you can use the studios and the equipment there to record your music if you wanted to. So the city itself, Nottingham, is a very student-friendly city with over 60,000 students. And you'll see, and Kieran will tell you more about her experience, but this is a very prominent feature of Nottingham. And for parents who may be listening today, another important element for you is that Nottingham is about 40% cheaper than London when it comes to living costs. Okay, so an important factor when you choose where you want to study in the UK. In terms of accommodation, we have like really nice accommodation spread throughout the city centre, and they all have more or less a similar layout where you have your own room with your bathroom, and you share, for example, just the kitchen and the living areas. And we've got flexible contracts, 24-hour security, so that is very safe environment. And obviously, accommodation is available on all our different campuses. But we always advise you to choose your accommodation very, very close to the city centre, since you'll be studying at the business school. And then, you know, university is not just about studying, but also making sure that you're part of the university life. And we have loads of societies for you to joining and to flourish as a student, okay? So make sure that you get involved in those societies as soon as you start your studies at NTU. This is a great way to see another side of Nottingham, and also to add things for your CV as well. And then we are great at sports, and we'll invite you as well to join our different sports club. Whatever your interest, we've got a sports club for you. And, you know, this is a very important element here in terms of employability. As I mentioned before, we got the University of the Year title because of the way our graduates succeed in the job market. And as you can see on my slide, about 96% of our graduates are employment within 6 months after graduating, which is a very, very high score in the UK. We have all kinds of other practical experiences for you to add to your CV while you're studying. For example, we offer placements, consultancy projects, all sorts of great ways to apply what you see in classes. And this is a great way as well to prepare you for your future professional life. And as you know, in the UK, we've got a new scheme, which is the graduate employment route, where you'll be entitled to stay and work in the UK for up to 2 years after your graduation. Okay. And, you know, NTU and the UK as a general is a very international place. We have students and staff from over 150 countries. So this is a good indication that NTU will be your home away from India, from your other home. We have frequently been ranked #1 university in the UK by international students, and for the care we provide. We have loads of support for you in place, and within the international department, we have a global lounge, which is going to be your home for the year that you'll be spending in the UK. And we organize all sorts of events, all kinds of activities for you as well to meet new friends and share your experiences or sometimes issues. Okay, so I will stop for now. If you have further questions, well, we'll answer them at the end of the presentations. And I will pass now the relay to Ian, who will be telling you more about the actual courses that you'll be able to come on to in your 3rd year.
Thank you.
Ian?
Thank you, Chris. I'm just going to share my screen as well. So hopefully you can hear and see what I'm about to show, and just if I do that, and then can you? Hello, my name's Ian Gregson. I'm the course leader on the BA Honours International Business Management top-up degree, which we deliver here at Nottingham Trent University, and the course is delivered
We can't see your
and run.
screen.
Sorry, Chris?
Sorry, your screen is not visible.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hello, my name's Ian Gregson. I'm the course leader on the BA Honours International Business Management top-up degree, which we deliver here at Nottingham Trent University. And the course is delivered and run by Nottingham Business School, which is a department of the university. So I'd like to offer you the opportunity during this presentation to learn a little bit more about the business school and approach in the UK to higher education. I want to give you an insight into what it's like being a student here at the business school and living in Nottingham, and to give you some specific details on the BA International Business Management top-up degree course. So welcome to the Nottingham Business School. Our mission is to deliver education and research that contributes excellence, but also has an impact on business and the wider society. The business school is home to around 6,000 students, more than 1,000 of which are international students. Supporting those students are 250 academic staff, 95 and professional administration staff. We operate 4 distinct based around subject specialisms, and in such a large school, we pay a very personalised approach to our students' learning. We've got great industry connections with businesses locally and internationally and globally, and our courses are accredited by professional bodies. Here are some of the accreditations and the awards that we've won as a department, as a business school, and as a university. So we are Equis and AACSB accredited. We've got the Gold UK Teaching and Excellence Framework Award. We've been awarded University of the Year from 3 different sources for the past year. And our master's courses are ranked in the Financial Times top 100 European Business School. I'm really proud of our reputation. As you can see in the bottom corner of each slide, we're celebrating this year, in 2020, 40 years of the Nottingham Business School. We work with industry partners to ensure that the degrees that we offer are accredited by different professional bodies. Here are some examples of those, and you can be sure that the degree course has been scrutinised by these professional bodies, meets their accreditations, and therefore is relevant to the industry in which you want to go into once you've finished with us. So the course, the International Business Management course, is a high quality and it's a comprehensive study programme that provides you with extensive knowledge of both the theory of business and links to and develops your management skills. And we do that so that relievers, you're able to go into an international business environment, as we know, is ever changing. If we look now at the curriculum that you will study, the overall objective of the course is to develop outstanding business graduates and horizons necessary for significant professional contributions in the field of international business. And we built that curriculum in order to meet the objectives by giving you the opportunity to study 6 modules. Each of those modules is worth 20 credit points, and to complete the course you will need 120 credit points from Nottingham Trent University. These modules will bring the theory to life through learning about academic theory, but also then practical applications. This may come through applied case studies in the modules. It could be a live brief from an organisation, and you could take part in various activities which link with local and national businesses. Because students join the course to start the final year from a number of institutions around the world, we make sure that we have a specific induction module which really helps you to move into studying in the business school. We can look at your academic skills, we can introduce you to some research skills, we can introduce you to the facilities that we have to help with your learning here in the business school. So we don't just expect you to start like any other student, we give you a personalised induction programme. So the 6 modules that you'll study with us are developing professional impact, which is all about reflection on what you're currently doing and some forward thinking about what you might want to do when you finish. We have a research project. This is very much designed and led by you, the student. It's a topic that you choose and carry out some primary research on and then write up as a formal business report. Modules 3 and 4 are international strategic management and global business in a changing world. And it's these 4 modules that are core compulsory modules for all students in the course. You then have the opportunity to choose 2 elective modules, and these could be around finance, marketing, even the opportunity to study a language. 4 core modules, 2 elective modules. Are listed here, so you can choose 2 from this list. So it could be that you want to study business English. You will have on your timetable some academic English support to support your studies, but you may decide that you want to study business English as well. You could also study a foreign language. Those languages are listed here that we offer. You could start that language as a beginner, or it could be that you have some proficiency in the language already and you wish to continue those studies. Comparative and international management, investment and portfolio management, international development, economics, global supply chain strategy, and international marketing and communication. They're all modules you could decide to take depending on where you see your future. So perhaps you're interested in marketing, so that it would make sense to take the marketing and communications module. If you've got a keen interest and have studied economics previously, you may well want to take that module. So you have a really personalised course, 4 core modules and 2 modules from that list that's on the slide. Recognize that students learn in all sorts of different ways. So you may, on your course, have some lectures. You will have some small group seminars. They're normally around 20 students. We might have workshops, some experiential learning through live case studies, guest lectures, and particularly in the research projects module, we expect a degree of independent learning. And we assess those modules in different ways. Exams, coursework. The coursework might be an essay, it might be a report, it might be a presentation, and as I previously mentioned, the research project. We do have a virtual learning environment which all students access We place additional materials on there, all our lectures are video captured. We have web chats and forums. And you also will be assigned a personal academic tutor who will support you through your studies. So some key features of the course, perhaps our unique selling points, are the extended induction. You'll be joining a global cohort of students, so we have lots of opportunity for intercultural exchanges. Within the faculty, many of the staff are and have a great deal of international experience. Our language skills are enhanced by our colleagues in the university language team. We have visiting professors. We teach based on the regional but also the global environment. We bring in an international perspective in all the modules. And as I mentioned previously, there's the opportunity to study language or business English as you wish. This personalised approach to learning is designed to help you achieve your full potential. You work with your mentor, your academic tutor, to help create a plan for your development and take part in lots of different activities which will support that. So that's how you can differentiate yourself in the market. Study with us, be successful, and be awarded a Bachelor of Arts degree in International Business Management from what's the UK's top recognised universities. You join us for a year, so your degree classification will be based on the year that you're with us in Nottingham Business School. And for a number of you, you may well be interested in the fact that it's possible to progress onto our master's programmes. And if you stay with us at Nottingham Trent University, you could receive up to 20% discount on our tuition fees moving forward. And you can choose from any of the courses listed on the next slide, so long as you have a minimum qualification standard of a lower second class. Here you can see the list of modules that we offer. I'm not going to explain much about that. If you would like some more information, then you can look on our website. The entry requirements to the programme are that you're currently enrolled on an eligible pathway at your home institution, and there you've completed either 2 or 3 years. It depends on your institution, and you have a minimum IELTS score of 6.5. Whilst you're on the course, it's very student-centred. There's lots of interactive teaching. You're scheduled for around 14 hours of contact per week. Could be in big lectures, could be in small groups, could be individual. And you will have a timetable session on English language support, specifically tailored to support you in your studies. The fees for 2021 are £14,500, and living costs in Nottingham are around about a minimum of £7,000. Here's the application process. So contact your international coordinator, who will nominate you. They send the applications to us, we deal with them, and then return your application. So the key contact within the business school, that's Pam Katori. You can see her email address there. Please check us out on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and on Instagram. You can see some of the activities that are going on within the business school.
Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Chris. Apologies for the variable sound quality during that, but I hope everybody managed to hear most of it.
Yes, I'm sure we'll be able to take questions afterwards. But before we move on to the Q&A session, is Kieran with us this morning?
Hi,
Hi,
Chris.
hi, Kieran.
Excellent.
Good, thank you. Nice to see you.
Okay, so Kieran, I will show your slide and you'll be able to tell about your experience at NTU Unitary, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me just share my screen.
So hi, everyone. I'm Kieran, and I'm a final year student at Nottingham Trent studying international business. As you know, you got a lot of information from Chris and Ian as well about the structure, about the city, and about how student life is. And here I am to share about my experience. So I'll just start with how Nottingham as a city is. Like, it's very student friendly. I thought that everything was very convenient, and you could see loads of students around, and it was very like-minded, and it was a very vibrant city. It's also historic because there are loads of Wellington Park and Robert statues. So there's a lot of like rich history and stuff. The second thing that I would like to highlight is the course structure. The reason why I chose NTU specifically because I liked all the elements that the course structure had, like for example, economics, managing of foundations and organizing, and like the last year modules like global business and changing world. So all these modules were my interests, which kind of builds upon my future career like aspirations. And of course, like we all had motivating mentors. Like for example, like I had a mentor since my first year who guided me all throughout, like overall with my university experience, and not just that, but also encouraged me to participate in sports and like engage with global lounge, and told me about different facilities at the NTU campus. I would say like I did a placement here, and I successfully completed it. So I worked with NTU. Before applying to the placement here, I also got like a part-time experience. So it's a great advantage for students who are looking to get some experience and put on CV to get a placement successfully. It's good way to like get support from NTU because they offer a lot of student ambassador programs and lots of other part-time opportunities as well. I'm a student ambassador myself. And then there are lots of like local SMEs who are more than happy to give some part-time experience to students like us who have so much knowledge and ready to use our skills. And then I would say that I also made sure that I went to study abroad. I got an opportunity from NTU Global Lounge to study, and I got a scholarship of £1,000. So I used those £1,000 and studied a degree in Russia, which was a small summer school, and it covered up all my costs. And also successfully got 4 extra credit points, which adds on to my degree again. We also have a very strong employability team who guides you in every step. So like I took advantage of all those opportunities. So I personally went and tailored my CV accordingly to each company that I was applying for placement. And I got like 6 interviews, 2 accepting placement companies. One was in London and one was NTU. And I chose to do my placement with NTU because I absolutely love the city and the culture of people and the support that they were offering me. And then during my placement year, I not only just personally developed myself, but I also like went around the UK. So I got the chance to like attend a lot of conferences in 4 different cities. This was a very major benefit for me because I developed a strong network, which would help again, like when I graduate, it will help me to get in contact with relevant business advisors and then get their advice or like ask them to be my mentee or any internship opportunities that they could offer me after I graduate. So it was a complete like amazing 4 years of my life, to be honest, with NTU, because NTU has been supportive since the beginning. And also like as a student, you also need to make sure that you take advantage of those opportunities and excel to be a good future business leader. And yeah, like this was like my overall experience. I'm damn sure like you guys will do well, and hopefully you join NTU and you can meet some of us, which we are more than happy to like interact with you guys and guide you guys and help you all throughout and assist the academic mentors on your group as well. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kieran. That was great. Some perspective on what we've been doing. So now we move to the Q&A session, and I know that there are quite a few of us in this course to make it as easy as possible. If you could use chat options to either video Profits, Ian, and myself, and that'll be the best thing to do. Okay.
Chris, I'd just like to say a couple of things about the scholarship opportunities that students have with Manav Rachna. So just to summarize what the arrangement we have with Manav Rachna is that if you do your 2 years at Manav Rachna in a BBA or a BCom degree, you can finish your final year with us and get an NTU qualification. Or if you are an undergraduate of Manav Rachna and want to do a master's at Nottingham Business School, you have various master's opportunities that you can take at NTU. Now, because we have this partnership with Manav Rachna, you will get a £2,500 scholarship, which is guaranteed. So it's not a competitive scholarship. Just as a result of this partnership, you will have the privilege to get this scholarship. Feel free to be in touch with us at any point. And as Kieran said, we have a strong employability team who are able to help you get part-time jobs. You're allowed to work in the UK as an international student for 20 hours a week. And the UK government has recently announced a graduate immigration route so that when you graduate, when you finish your 1 year at NTU, either doing an undergraduate or a postgraduate, you will be allowed to stay back in the country for 2 years to work. This is a new scheme that the government has recently announced, and which is very, very popular amongst students from India, as they're looking to also get that employment experience after they graduate from Nottingham Trent University. If you have any queries about fees at the master's level, Ian has told you about the fees at the undergraduate level. If you have any questions about the fees at the postgraduate level, we'd be happy to share that with you as well. So we're open for questions. We're open for questions as and when you'd like to ask them.
Yeah. We have just allowed that function for putting the question answers. So we'll just wait for 1 or 2 minutes for people to put questions. Participants may please put their questions in the chat box.
In the meantime, Colonel Sharma, are there any questions that you have that you think we need to address?
No, actually, you've covered it well. All of you have covered each and every aspect that is covered under our arrangement. So waiting, because participants may not be aware that the chat function has been activated. So we can wait for a minute or two.
Sure.
Sure.
We've got a question around humanities and social sciences. So at the moment, the partnership between Manav Rachna and NTU is all about business courses. So if there's a specific demand, we can definitely explore ways of extending this collaboration to other subject areas. But at the moment, the only opportunity we have open is for you to do 2 years of your BBA international business and do the international business management route in your final year at NTU, and then progress onto master's program.
And we do have a School of Social Sciences as well as a School of Humanities. Yeah, so there are opportunities for commerce students. The partnership that we're talking about, 2 years, you do 2 years at Manav Rachna and you can do 1 year with us, or you can, as a commerce student, or you can complete your whole commerce degree with Manav Rachna and come to us to do your master's, and you will get a scholarship opportunity.
Yes, the program that has been studied or mapped against our provision at NTU is the Bachelor of Business Administration, the Global International Business program. Yeah. Because what we have done as well, we have carefully looked at your programs at home to make sure that they are fully compatible with our final year at the UK. And this is to ensure a smooth transition between India and the UK to get the best possible experience. Yeah, and yeah, like a sports question around basketball. Yes, we fully encourage you to join our basketball team. And as the start of the year, we'll have trials for you to join different types of team and different levels of competition. So I know that the basketball team is very good, as well as like hockey, and we've got obviously cricket, and not to forget that we have a famous cricket ground in Nottingham called Trent Bridge. So you'll be, I think, at home in Nottingham. So summer school options for high school students. In business, I would say no at the minute, but we have opportunities for students under 18 or just at 18 in other subject areas, such as fashion, for example. So often to get the most really benefit of a summer school experience in the UK, we recommend students to have at least studied business for a year to really fully take advantage of our summer offer. So in the light of the current COVID situation, we'll not be running our summer provision this year, unfortunately. So that will be for next year now.
But Chris, at the undergraduate level and the postgraduate level, the business school does offer a variety of courses in the summer school, right?
Yes, yeah, we offer courses in entrepreneurship, finance, all sorts for you to fully develop, some very important skills. We've got a specific course which is quite, I would say, valid for all sorts of subject areas. This is a design thinking course, and the idea is for you to learn how to work more efficiently as a team, how to generate ideas in a structured way, and how to pitch them in front of a panel, for example. So this is a great way to really push your creativity skills, because we're bringing people from art and design to teach on that course, and also all the marketing side of things to look at, the market side of things and so on. So we've got a range of courses which are really fantastic. And then, a summer school is all about also being overseas, all the student experience. We have all sorts of activities which are organized after the classes for you to discover the UK and NTU. We also take you out different places in the UK at the weekend. If you like Harry Potter, we take all the students to York, for example, or Cambridge, Oxford, depending on the year.
Chris, I would like to add on to it. Personally, I did entrepreneurship and new venture summer school at NTU, and it was like a 4 weeks course structure, sorry. And it was amazing, because absolutely, like, first of all, we built our foundations about theories, what we learned. And then we had this amazing software where we could implement the strategies and different sections. And then, as you mentioned, we visited Cambridge. We went to York as well. It was fun to get to know each other, and that's how we built a lot of friendships and international networks as well. So yeah, I absolutely loved the summer school session, personally, when I studied new venture and entrepreneurship degree. And also I got 3 credit points, which was added to my certificate. So it's it's not just you're getting a certificate, but also like a recognition and extra credit points towards your degree as well. So yeah.
Thank you, Kieran. So if we don't have any more questions for the time being, I think we'll, say goodbye for now. So I've got another question, sorry. Yes, data science. Yes, we tackle data science from two angles at NTU. So we have a course which is available from the College of Science and Technology, but we also tackle it from a business perspective. And we offer an MSc in management and data analytics. So you've got the two options, for you to really explore. And it is also good to know that most of our MSc programs are, I would say, available to students who may not have studied business at the undergrad level. So this is a great way for you to add the business or the management element to a more science-based initial program or a degree. So you get the best of both worlds there.
I'd just like to add there that with data science, we've got a wide range of computer science and IT undergraduate courses, like Chris said, including data science. And you've asked about other science courses. Of course, we're very well known for analytical chemistry, biosciences, the natural sciences. So there's a wide variety. I'd encourage you to look at our website.
So as I said, if we don't have any more questions, we'll wrap up now. And on behalf of NTU, we'd like to thank you for attending this session. I hope that we've given you some inspiration for you to carry on, looking at your future and how to give you the best prospects for a great career, an international career, I hope as well. Okay, so on behalf of NTU and my colleagues, I'd like to thank you and say goodbye. And if you have any sort of questions, please contact your professors at Manav Rachna, who will then be in touch with us, and we'll try and answer your queries that way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. On behalf of all the participants from Manav Rachna, I would like to thank you and all the panelists for making this session so informative. I think everything has been covered comprehensively, and whatever questions were asked from the students, they have been replied very, very adequately. We wish you a very safe and wonderful day ahead. And thank you for taking your time out for hosting this session for our students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.